how did you feel when Chelsea won the game?
Oh, nothing bad. I was just okay because when I looked at the table, I realized that there is no way Chelsea is going to make it into the Champions League.
Kudos to Cucurella and the omnipresent
everywhere.
Consider Bruno Fernandes in the midfield. Consider take this.
He's just a normal player. Don't be hyping him. He's just a normal player.
Sometimes be honest.
You
have to be honest a little. But you said that you said you're going to one of them.
Yes.
You're going to beat them 7-0.
As a City fan, I wasn't expecting that. We did very well. Crystal Palace didn't do anything. They
didn't do anything. They scored you.
They just utilized one chance, and that was all. Why should Pep
next season will be worse than this?
Pep Guardiola. The disrespect you guys are having for Guardiola is very, very bad. You see, so you can't come here within 23 seconds and tell me Guardiola is losing shamelessly. Why are you doing that?
Exciting weekend of football. Amazing results over the weekend for some of the teams, and terrible results for some as well. And Newcastle won their first ever, silverware in their history. This is incredible. I mean, Crystal Palace. I beg your pardon, Crystal Palace, and they won it against Man City. Today, I don't know what people are going to. It's exciting, man. Football is the most beautiful game in the world. As usual, we're here to have a review of some of the games and some topical issues that is making the rounds in the world of football. As usual, I have in the studio the man who the Pep Guardiola supporter. He is a City fanatic. Anything City, you see him there. Welcome the man, Zapata.
Zapata, the trophyless boy.
This season, okay, we'll talk about it. And on my right, my man, the Chelsea, the Todd Bowley Junior brother. My man, DJ. As usual, I'm going to praise them down. And we are here to give you some exciting entertainment in the world of football. Guys, let's start with the Friday games. We had Aston Villa versus Tottenham. And Tottenham carried the day by 2-0. And I think we all, agreed that Aston Villa was going to win the game. I don't know what you have to say about that particular game.
Yeah, for that particular game, Aston Villa was fighting for a spot, to play an European football. So I wasn't surprised they went all out to perform that much better than Tottenham. But during the game, you could see the Tottenham guys, they were not focused in the EPL anymore. Yeah. They were trying to play normal football and focus in the Europa final and discipline Manchester United for us.
Because at the end of the day, even if they win this one, there's nothing there. Yeah, so. Right. Okay. What's your thought on the
for me, that game, we all saw Aston Villa, they were going to win the game.
Right.
And there is, what's his name? Aston Wenger said something.
Yes.
That the method and mode to qualify for European football, they have to really look at it. If you look at what Tottenham they were doing on the field, they were not focused. It was just like they came to this train. They were not bothered about the results. Yeah, they were not bothered. Because if let's say they know if they don't even perform, they still have a chance to go into Champions League.
If
so
they win the Europa.
It made the game very boring.
And that even makes some sense, because if they are concentrating on EPL, they might not have any chance, even if they win this game. But if they concentrate on the Europa and they win, they have a better chance of getting in there. They could even, push away some people that performed and qualified through the league system. And I think it doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah.
Right, guys, let's move on. Chelsea, Man United. The big game. The big game. I remember Zapata telling me that United is going to beat Chelsea by 3-0. How? How did you where did you get that from? So first of all, how did you feel when Chelsea won the game?
Oh, nothing bad. I was just okay because when I looked at the table, I realized that there is no way Chelsea is going to make it into the Champions League. Because if you watch the table. Even though with their win against Manchester United, they are still not going to make it into the Champions League. That's how I feel, because they are playing their last game with Nottingham Forest at Forest home.
Right.
And you know what's going to happen there. You can't go there and misbehave with Elanga and or Henderson or Doyle then parading there. You can't go there and misbehave. So it's a good win for Chelsea, and it's as if they're on a good run, beating Liverpool, beating Manchester United. It's a good step for them, and they should focus on their Dansuma tournament they've been playing, which is the Conference League. They should focus on that one, because I don't think they are going to have any win apart from the one they had from Manchester United again this season.
Okay. Do you agree? Do you agree
No,
that?
I will never agree with Zapata, because how could you say this win like?
Because there's still an opportunity if Chelsea wins against Forest.
Yes, it's a good opportunity. But
so are you trying to say that Chelsea cannot win
against
that game?
Forest.
Yes, because Forest also need that game. I don't know if you understand.
No, but you cannot clearly say that Forest is going to win.
Currently, the favorite to win that game is Forest.
Prince, you see Zapata, it's always hate.
What's hate?
It's always hate. The thing is clear. Manchester United, they are not our colleagues. They are battling for relegation. They are
But he
dead
sat
down
here
there.
and said they were going to wall up Chelsea 3-0.
But they had a better season at Chelsea, even though they are not our colleagues. They are in the Europa final.
So
you are playing one of the lowest competition in world
let me
football.
ask you, so is it that Manchester United had a better season than your so-called
Definitely.
club?
Yes, they did.
Okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
They did.
We hear you.
We hear you. Prince, for me that match, it was one of our crucial match. We won that. I was very happy because to me, I saw the game to be an easy win for us. But how the United guys came out,
Right.
I was even surprised.
Especially in the first 15 minutes, it was
They were
crazy.
playing everything.
Right,
Chelsea
right.
couldn't possess.
We couldn't
do anything.
Contain them. Yeah.
You get it?
That's true.
I don't know. Is it because it was Chelsea? Because when they were playing against West Ham, they were relaxed. Then Chelsea, big boys are coming. You want to be big boy. Definitely will score you. Kudos to Cucurella and the omnipotent,
Omnipresent everywhere. Cucurella is everywhere.
Caicedo
is everywhere.
Caicedo bullied Bruno Fernandes and Ku in the midfield. Caicedo, take this.
Nice one.
And
nice
I
one.
was very happy for Reece James. When you see the cross he gave, Reece James, God should just prevent him from injury. If Reece James is fit, Chelsea, we can win the UCL again.
And I think Reece James is a typical example of experience.
Yes.
You know, throughout the game, I was having challenges with where he was playing because I could see Dogu was overpowering him.
Yes.
Dogu is more pacey and more, younger than him. But when he like gave that assist, you just realize that no, this is just pure experience.
You see, when he turned, I thought Reece James was going to shoot.
Yeah.
The
way he chipped the ball, man.
And the Cucurella made an interview and he was like, when James turned, he knew definitely he was going to cross the ball, so he was ready to head the ball.
Wow.
Without experience, you can't do this.
Yeah.
Rico Lewis and Co. They'll turn and boom, shots.
They won the treble.
Shots. With that, they don't have experience.
They won the treble. Reece James should try and win the treble and know how it feels.
So are you trying to say Rico Lewis has experience than Reece James? I'm talking about experience. I'm not talking about any treble or any trophy.
It's the same this Rico Lewis guy who played for Man City and won the treble. And you are here telling me
I'm trying to
because
tell you.
one of your captains
but you cannot
has
compare.
taken you guys.
compare Rico Lewis with Reece James.
Why can't you compare?
Is by far the best right back in England.
No.
The best right back in England.
The best right back in England was Ashniko, Kawaka. I'm mentioning them.
I said, as we speak now.
As we speak now, it's Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's one of the best right back in England.
Hey,
let's move.
Yes. You can't tell me Reece James is injury prone. When he comes today, the next day he's off. When he comes today,
we are not talking about his consistency or not. When he's fit and he's playing.
Yes, when he's fit and he's playing, and Mateus Nunes playing at right back. Mateus Nunes is even better than.
Let me give you a typical example. When they went for this international tournament,
what did he do?
He just came in from the bench. They had a free kick.
He scored.
I don't know if you remember. He came, he scored the goal.
So if you score a free kick, that means you are the best right back. No,
So
But
I-
that's
trying
not what
to
he's
tell-
just giving an
I'm just telling
example.
example.
Like there are numerous of those
James
examples.
is just a normal player. Don't be hyping him. He's just a normal player.
Okay, and who else is
In
a
a-
normal player?
Oh no, James he's just a normal player.
Okay,
Trying to
but
enjoy
he
football.
he made a difference in that game.
Oh yes,
he made a
he could.
difference.
And in many other games. Did you see the shot he gave first?
There were yes.
Damn it. If not, like
How many players
Chelsea
can-
fans. Chelsea fans.
No, like sometimes be honest.
Chelsea
a little.
fans.
You have to
Zapata,
be
be honest a little.
Chelsea
You see,
fans.
that's,
way
that's
he-
the only
way he
problem I
struck the
always
ball.
have with him.
If
He's
you
not
don't have
honest.
experience, nobody like no inexperienced player can strike a ball for the ball to go this way and
went
come
like
back into
this.
the pole.
It's funny. We will just take it like
No,
that.
to be honest, Zapata.
The most
Always-
painful thing
always
is
be
that
honest.
at the end of it all, it's Conference League final you are going to play.
Okay, I know where you are going, so it's okay. Finalize on your thoughts on the game.
On the game, Chelsea they did a very good job because I think all the players they saw that like they are not supposed to be relaxed. These are the games they should win
Right.
for the team to proceed into the next level. And
Right.
they all came out
They gave all their best.
because within that particular game, I didn't see any problem with any player, even the coach. You know me.
Sanchez.
Even
was
me, I'm not a fan of the coach, but that much I was impressed. And Robert Sanchez, those his errors, it was
minimal. He did
minimized.
very well.
Yeah, he did
very well.
Every player did very
And
well.
I mean, we just have to keep showering praises on Caicedo, man.
yes,
Man was just able to seize the midfield. Like,
bullied
at the,
everyone.
at the point, Bruno was complaining.
complaining
He had no, like, he just had to complain.
because
he
once
was like
Caicedo
the-
is there, the
Man.
physicality, the pace, passing, everything was.
Man. And he gave another pass, and this guy went and blew it away. What's the name? Madueke.
Madueke,
He
yeah,
gave
yeah,
some beautiful through pass. Madueke
You see,
went and blew the
Prince,
it would have been a classic goal.
my friends always tell me that we bought Cancelo 115 what war. I always tell them, let's add another 100 million to Brighton.
He's by far the best midfielder in
the
the
best,
EPL.
the best,
No,
the best. He's the best.
no, it's true.
Oh no, the best midfielder in EPL can never be Caicedo.
How?
Since when?
So,
you could have said his time. Oh, his days in Brighton, he was doing very well. So
Chelsea is not doing
Caicedo
well.
in Chelsea, he's just a normal player.
Oh, my
Currently,
God.
the best midfielder in EPL is Gravenberch, Liverpool's midfielder. Gravenberch, he's one of the
Wow.
best midfielders in EPL.
Did you watch?
So you can't-
Did you watch Chelsea against Liverpool?
He
did you see
he
how
didn't
what,
play.
What
Gravenberch was in the
first
game.
league he played. Go and check. First league he played.
You are talking about
First
first league.
league
First
he
league,
played.
everybody. It was a fresh leg.
First
You are
league.
just telling me.
Meanwhile,
This season, Gravenberch is having one of the best
on Saturday,
midfield-
Crystal Palace beat City by a goal to nil to win the FA Cup. You are here talking players.
It wasn't a news
It
because.
wasn't- but you said that you
your
said you're
team-
going to one
yes,
them.
yes.
You're going to beat them
As a
7-0.
team is
As a
going
City
through
fan, I wasn't
shameless like
expecting.
you.
I wasn't expecting us to lose that game.
So what, now you got
Reason being that, let me let you know.
Yeah.
I first of all, before the game, I told you guys that there is something that is happening. If you could see, Bologna beat AC Milan to pick the Italian trophy, and Newcastle United beating Liverpool to pick the
in a
Carabao
long
Cup.
time.
So you could see that there's a spirit around these clubs who have won these trophies for
So
over years.
are you
So
trying to-
I made it
Zapata,
clear.
are you trying to
I made
say-
it clear before
wait.
before predicting.
Let me
As a
ask you
City fan,
something.
I will not go into the game saying that City should lose the game. On the normal day, we did very well. Crystal Palace didn't do anything. They
They didn't do anything. They scored you.
They just utilized one chance, and that was all. They had to
could have
defend
also done
well.
that.
several chances.
You could have also done that.
They just didn't score.
You see, it's football, and football most time lacks happen. Like
So you want to say you people you don't
we
have
were not
that?
lucky on that day because we played better football.
What
We did
better
everything.
football? Your coach was confused. Your
We
coach
did
was
everything,
confused.
and even in the game, their keeper was supposed to get a red card
What
Why?
what did he do?
for moving that ball.
Since when do you
Now, I think that if what's his name, your coach,
Pep.
if Pep wants to keep his legacy, he should just leave.
No,
at the
no,
end
no,
of
no.
this season.
How? Why should Pep?
Next season will be worse than
should be
this.
Pep Guardiola.
I said next season will be worse than
Praise
this.
him now. Mark
You
it on the wall.
There is this thing, no matter how good you are, there is a time that you just have to leave the stage.
No. I don't agree with you.
The same thing happened to what's the name? Mourinho.
Yes.
Mourinho
Never compare Mourinho to Pep Guardiola.
What do you mean?
Pep Guardiola is the greatest coach ever.
What do you mean by I shouldn't compare Mourinho?
Never compare Mourinho to Pep Guardiola.
There was a time nobody compared themselves to Jose Mourinho.
It's because Guardiola wasn't there now.
So now
he's there.
Now there are other people coming.
Prince,
Let me
mark it
on the wall.
Let me tell you one thing.
If he doesn't leave this season,
please,
next season will
Guardiola.
be worse.
It's like you don't know Guardiola.
You'll be there.
Let me tell you something. Guardiola
himself don't play the ball. Guardiola don't play the ball.
You see the ball City play. 90% is played by Guardiola. It's just that the players go on the pitch and play the ball. It's normal. It's football.
What is normal?
You see, the reason why you are saying this is because City is not picking any trophy. We are not winning. That's what you're saying.
It's not because you are not picking trophy. You are worse. You've been playing terrible football.
We've not been playing terrible football. It's just that we don't win the games. We don't play terrible football.
So why don't you
win? Yes, it's normal in football.
If you don't win,
it's normal in football. Okay. You are not going to win always. That's one thing I want you guys to understand. Okay. You are not going to win always. There are some times that you are going to face challenges, and it's normal in football.
You shouldn't let them sack him. He should just.
Guardiola can never be sacked by any club.
So he should just resign.
He's not.
If he pushes to the wall, they will sack him. They will sack him
next year. Right here,
you come and sit me. Mark it on the wall.
Right here, you come and
next year.
Telling me that Guardiola
City season is going to be worse if Pep doesn't leave City.
Let's see. We are all here.
We are all here. I said mark it on the wall.
Let's see.
Okay. Now let's move on to Sunday round of games. We had one of the biggest games in Arsenal versus Newcastle, but then Everton Southern thing. I think that was just a normal game. Everton won their game.
I think Everton, they played their last game at their stadium. I think they're moving to another stadium.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Everton. So
right. We also had West Ham drawing against losing against Nottingham Forest by 2-1.
Yes.
I mean, I actually expected at least a draw from West Ham, but you know. No, but they really did well. If you watch that game, they did well. Especially towards the ending of the game, I mean, Bowen was like all over the place. Did you see that goal he scored?
Very, very true.
But it was just unfortunate. If they had, pushed a little bit further, they would have been able to.
It's true, but the issue here is that you see, this season West Ham haven't been themselves this season. You could realize that they are struggling a bit with their style of play.
Of course.
So Nottingham Forest going in to compete for the Champions League. I told you these clubs: Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest, Man City, Chelsea. Arsenal just booked their tickets to Newcastle.
Yeah.
So these clubs have mentioned their name. They are struggling to play Champions League football, not Europa football, Champions League football. So any game they go in as if it's a final. So I wasn't surprised when they took the victory from West Ham from their home. So
Brentford. Okay, do you want to touch on the West Ham?
The West Ham, yeah. You see, West Ham this season, we've all seen what they are going through, and I think maybe it's the coach style of play, which is not as seated onto the players. That's why they are struggling like that. Because Bowen did very well in that match.
Yeah.
You can see maybe it's hard luck, and let's not forget to Nottingham Forest too. They did very well. They play every game like it's their last breath because they really want the European football. They really want it. So they came all out.
And you know, from what happened the other time,
when the owner came into the pitch,
I don't think Espirito will want that same situation again. So of course they had to win, and we had Brentford and Fulham. Brentford, throwing away a win to Fulham. It was. I think Brentford should have won that game. But unfortunately, they even missed a penalty. Brian Mbeumo missed a penalty. When he even went to play, it was like he was joking. I said, how could, at this critical point of the game, you have a penalty and you just went, you do like this and then you jump and you, as if you were given a pass. Your take on the game?
For me, they are all middle club,
middle table clubs.
Yeah. So I wasn't surprised that they were just. I wasn't even that much concentrated on that match because I saw it to be no game. None of them is going anywhere. until maybe yes. So
All right.
Yeah, for me that match, I think Mbumo didn't do well at all.
Yeah, because he's one of their, top.
Yeah, this season he's one of their best
Top.
players. Mbumo and Wissa.
Wissa.
So as a senior player, you coming to like take a penalty. I don't know what he was thinking. Then he did that.
Oh God!
But kudos to Wissa. Wissa did very well.
Yeah,
he scored and I think he gave an assist.
Yeah.
So
To Mbomo as well.
Yeah.
Mbomo also scored. Yeah. I mean, Mbomo is just a top finisher. I don't know why he.
I don't know what really happened in that match.
Leicester, two relegated sides. Leicester, Ipswich. Leicester taking the two.
Yeah, Aki and Popo. For Aki and Popo, there, let's see. It was clear Leicester would have
It was
won.
going to win, yeah.
It was Ipswich.
But this same Ipswich frustrated Chelsea like.
Yes, that one. It's always. I put the blame on Enzo Maresca. I don't know what he was thinking. 2 leagues, you couldn't win against relegated club Ipswich. And that match, I think, was Leicester City. They did very well. It was obvious they are stronger than Ipswich, even in the league. So they did very well.
And Jamie Vardy, I mean, leaving the team this season.
Yeah,
leaving. He's just trying to impress, and then before he goes, he scored a wonderful goal as well. Right. Okay. The biggest game of Sunday, Arsenal Newcastle. To be honest, I was expecting a win for Newcastle, but unfortunately, Arsenal won. Or it's fortunately.
It's fortunately, not unfortunately, because I made you guys understand that Arsenal at Emirates.
Yeah,
you see, they are not going to.
Someone came to comment about Zapate's comment on this game.
Yes.
The person was like, why is it that he's underrating Newcastle? He doesn't see Newcastle to be a big team and the other stuff.
Not that I don't see Newcastle to be a big team, but the truth of the matter is that, you see, Arsenal was playing a lot of competition. And aside playing a lot of competition, they have injury problems. So people, because they are not winning trophies, people see them to be an okay club. But these guys are really doing very, very well. When you look at the ball, the way they play their ball, you see, one credit you should give Arsenal is that they use their strength, all of their strength to play against Madrid, which we didn't know.
That's their achievement this season.
It doesn't matter, but
they'll tell they scored Madrid.
They have to give them a trophy for beating Madrid.
So they use their strength to score Madrid this season. So they had lesser strength to compete in other competitions. So I wasn't surprised, and I'm very happy for Kai coming back. I was very, very happy to see him back.
But I think for me, one of the issues Newcastle faced was the absence of Alexander Isak.
Yes,
that Wilson guy is not
and Joe Linton. Joe Linton was really injured.
Because Isak, the kind of goals Isak scores, he's able to, score goals like from nothing.
Yeah,
but I didn't see that from Wilson on the day, and I think it affected them because with Isak, it's very difficult to get away with a win.
Very, very true.
Yeah.
What you are saying is very true. With Isak in the team, they would have been more dangerous than what they were.
Right.
But what I will let you know, Wilson is one of their key strikers.
Yeah.
See, he went for injury, he was injured and he just came back. So he's struggling to pick up. So I wasn't surprised.
Right. And because of that, Anthony Gordon couldn't really do much. He was just trying.
Yeah.
And nothing for him. Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, for me, initially, I said it's a game of midfield.
Yeah.
And if you go and check, Arsenal midfield really did very well. Partey, Rice, and Co, they did very well. And Newcastle, their midfield, it was not complete. They were lacking someone in it, which is Joe Linton. He's injured. Maybe if Joe Linton and Isak were to be there, I don't think Arsenal would have gotten a win. Maybe a draw or a lose. Because I think this season, Newcastle, they've scored Arsenal anywhere they meet them. Yeah. So I'll just say Arsenal were lucky. Newcastle key players were not there. Yeah.
But what happened to Alexander Isak? He wasn't even on the team sheet.
He was not even on the team sheet. I didn't see.
And he's not even on the injury list as well.
Maybe it can be an
it's John Linton that is on the injury list.
Maybe personal issues or illness.
Well, we wish him well.
Yeah.
But I think Raya also did exceptionally well on the day.
Oh yes.
I mean,
one of the best goalkeepers
in the league at the moment.
Yeah.
And I think he.
I'm tipping him to win the Golden
and he-
Gloves.
Yeah, and I think
right,
he was one of the reasons why Newcastle didn't win this game.
Yeah,
He-
very true.
He gave us a good show. Right, so I think that was the last game. But then City will have their game tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
We'll see how that game will turn out. But what's your thought on City Bournemouth?
City Bournemouth is going to be a tough game because whenever we meet Bournemouth, we shake a bit because I do remember this season they gave it to us the first leg. The Bournemouth gave it to us, and I know we are going in for all because to be the last game for Kevin De Bruyne.
Is at your home.
Yes, to be the last game for Kevin De Bruyne.
yeah.
So the City fans will be in to support the king of football midfield, and he will be there too. Kevin De Bruyne will showcase because he's leaving. Now that is going to be his last game. He's going to showcase how best he is and how he wanted to stay, and we couldn't allow him. So it's my prayer we win, but it's going to be a tough game because Bournemouth are also coming
Very
in.
stubborn.
Yes.
Right, but today we also have Liverpool Brighton. Okay, let's talk
Yeah,
about that.
for the Bournemouth game, I want Bournemouth. I want them to win against City. Because
Definitely, you want them to win
Pep
because you are playing
Guardiola
better
doesn't
for it.
deserve UCL football. We can see how shamelessly he's losing about going trophyless. So I pray and hope
my
Bournemouth
days.
deal with them.
How can you tell me Pep Guardiola is looking shameless?
He's losing shamelessly.
You made over more than 300,000 signing with money, and you are here telling me
The
Guardiola
funny
is
part
very
is,
shameless.
you see Guardiola.
When was the last time you picked trophy? When was the last time Chelsea picked trophy?
This transfer.
Prince Hamdan, can you ask him when
Me, I
was the last
scored
time?
you UCL and took trophy.
When was the last time you picked trophy?
I scored you
And you are here
UCL.
telling
I
me
scored you and picked the trophy. I
The
scored
best
you.
coach ever to coach a club in EPL football.
He's
You are telling me
losing shamelessly.
He's losing shamelessly.
He's losing shamelessly.
He has given you one of his son to coach you today, and you are trying to compete for Champions League football. And you are
I'm
here.
just trying to tell you.
He has given you
it's-
Enzo Maresca. Even
Prince.
added you on top one of his young good academy boys,
Prince,
Upama.
Prince, you see Zapata.
And you are here telling
issue
me,
I have with him,
and you are here
Zapata is
telling
not
me
realistic.
he's losing shamelessly.
He's losing
You see, the
shamelessly.
disrespect you guys are having for Guardiola is very, very bad. You see, Guardiola has.
You don't like
changed-
it?
I don't like it. He has changed English football.
Ere-
So you can't come here
When-
just because of one season. You can't come here and disrespect him.
I'm not
What
disrespecting
Guardiola
him.
has done in EPL football, no one has ever done it before.
Yes,
So
but
you can't come here
but he's
within
losing
23 seconds
shamelessly.
and tell me Guardiola is losing shamelessly. Why are you doing that?
Pep
Why are you
son,
doing that?
Pep son,
Is it
your
23 seconds?
daddy is losing shamelessly. He's losing shamelessly.
Why would you do that?
Pep son, your daddy is losing
I ignore
shamelessly.
ball.
And I want Bournemouth to deal with him.
Okay.
And this season, Guardiola gave it to you. You should even be quiet. Guardiola gave it to you home and away. Losing shamelessly, you were not able to beat Man City.
Okay.
Yes, and you
but,
are
but
here telling me-
he's losing shameless, trophyless. He's going
We are not
trophyless.
trophyless.
What did you think?
City is not trophyless.
So what did you think?
see, you don't
are
even
third,
know.
You are third on
We
the
are not
league.
trophyless.
So tell me.
Are
what
you the one who picked the community shield? It's just because we're a big club, we don't add it. But you don't know. It's because we're a big club, we
that
don't
one,
add it.
those
You are not the
trophies-
one who picked the community shield.
Prince, do you see community shield? They are carry-over trophies. You get it? just like
Prince, this guy is very, very
Madrid
funny.
fans will be like they took Super Cup. Super Cup is a carry-over trophy. So you can't say you took community shield as a trophy this season.
They
You
shouldn't,
get it?
then they shouldn't be playing it.
You went
All right,
trophyless.
let's go. Brighton. This one is just like
Liverpool Brighton.
a
I think
sure game.
It's going to
this-
be a tough game.
how
Yes, the reason being that Brighton want to prove a point. You see, one thing.
a point for what?
Yes,
For
1
what?
point.
whenever Brighton meets this big, you just study them. Whenever they meet these big giants, they try to prove a point. Even though Liverpool is a favorite and they have to win, see, because they are the champions. But Brighton would love to prove a point.
Why I'm asking is that at this point, if Brighton is trying to prove a point, it's of no use because it will send them
point- what
anywhere.
point
What
are you
point are you proving?
What I'm trying to say, you see,
No, I get your point.
it seems Liverpool will be lifting the trophy there.
Yeah, because that's the last.
Yes,
That's
that's
the
the
last
last
game.
And Brighton wouldn't love it to lose again and Liverpool picking the trophy at their home. I remember the
Just
last
like
time Man City did.
Barcelona and Real Sociedad.
Yeah.
I think Barcelona
lost.
So they were all celebrating.
So it's a win-win
win-win.
for everybody. So what I'm trying to say is that Brighton need to get the win for their fans. Like that's the final.
Yeah,
you see.
just to
and Liverpool
the pride
definitely,
of,
Liverpool
right.
soon.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, Prince, for me, this match, I really want Liverpool to win and I want Mo Salah to score. If you go and check the Golden Boot race, Gyökeres is there with, I think, 39 league goals. And we all know the league he is, it's not a top league. So mostly they rate it 1.5. Then they do the calculation per 1.5. And those in the top 5 leagues in Europe is 2. So Liverpool winning and Salah scoring, you get more points than Gyökeres.
Are they on the same points level now?
They're the same points level as Gyökeres is in the 58 point something, and Salah is in the 56.
So your Chris
He's leading. Yes,
Wow.
he's leading.
Okay.
And so now it's between Gyökeres, Mbappe, and Salah. And I really want my African brother to win it.
Right.
Because this
Right.
season is one of his best seasons.
Right,
So
right.
let's just, for me, I want Liverpool to score and Mo Salah, Liverpool to win and Mo Salah to score
goals, yeah.
To score goals.
Do you also
just
want
to
the same
help
thing?
him.
For me, no.
You don't.
Yes. You see, the reason why I'm saying this is because Mo Salah, he has already won the Golden Boot. Unless maybe some miracle happens on the final day.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm talking of European Golden
Yeah, I
Boots.
know. You're
Not the
talking about. I'm talking about the Premier League Golden Boot. He has already won that, and going into Europe to win that Golden Boot, Liverpool hasn't been that good as we thought they were, because we thought they were going to pick the treble at first, picking the FA Cup, the Champions League, and the later part we realized that they were down. So,
how can you say they were not good?
Yeah.
They are not good, but then you, on the other hand, you want to say Arsenal is good because you are telling us that Arsenal was concentrating on Champions
He's a
League.
hitter.
yes,
Prince.
Meanwhile,
He's a hitter.
Liverpool was also concentrating on all these caps.
very true. That's why I want you to know that. You see, we placed Liverpool at that place.
Yes.
Arsenal wasn't placed there.
Arsenal wasn't playing.
Yes, we didn't see Arsenal when they started the season. You and I, frankly speaking, knew that Arsenal will never and can never make it to Champions League semi-final. You and I, we knew it.
Not after when they beat Madrid home and away.
What I'm saying is that
After that point, everybody was rooting for Arsenal to even win the Champions League.
yes, but what I'm trying to tell you is that when they started the season, you and I, we knew that Liverpool can make it into the final.
Yes.
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 We knew that Man City can make it to the final.
No City. No, it's not City.
Okay,
No.
but Arsenal, we didn't take them. So now that they've done something like
Okay.
unique for the
We
club.
get
And
you.
Tata is
So you
doing
are judging based on
Yes.
what
Whoa,
is
yeah.
going on. Okay, all right. I think guys, we've done enough. I think basically we've touched all the games that have been, that were played over the weekend as well. So guys, let us know your thoughts in the comment section as well. Which of the games were you like? Did you predict right? And also don't forget to share your thoughts on some of the comments that were made by Zapata and myself and Didier as well. And as usual, make sure you subscribe if you're watching for the first time. Smash the like button. It's going to help the video. And we'll see you in the next episode. Peace. We out.